Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show. Hello, everybody. This is Steve Akeley, and we're continuing with our Danny Kinnaird Memorial Week. This one takes a look at Danny's first time on the show. So I had known Danny for years by this point, and we would, become better friends even after this show. It's something, that continued to grow over the years, and we would end up doing things together, going out and hunting bourbon and things like that, and taking road trips to Neely Family Distillery. And we just had a lot of time to, shoot the breeze through the years. One time we were at Neely and his car broke down. I had to drive all the way home. So that's a lot of car time, a lot of chance to get to know someone. So Danny and I always had a lot of laughs and things like that. But this one, you see, it's just kind of the beginning of what would become Danny Kinnaird, the guy who would come on and, we'd have people in the ABV Barrel Shop talking about his appearances on the Bourbon Daily. Well, you can see the first time he was on, just like anyone else, probably nervous, a little bit more quiet than we're used to. And here's that epic first show back from 2018.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you Monday through Friday every week. Today we have a special show where we're at the Wine and Cheese Place in Clayton, Missouri. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm joined here by Paul Casamatis. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man?
Fantastic. Appreciate you having me out today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're having some fun here. We're doing a tasting here of Spirits of French Lick. So we're trying, we've got 4 products here. What do we got?
Well, I think we've got a couple of the whiskeys that our head alchemist, Alan Bishop, has brought. The Alan Bishop 4-grain bourbon, which of course is corn, wheat, oats, and barley. I believe that's about a 2-year expression. And the infamous The Weeder that we hear about on your show quite a bit. That seems to be a fan favorite of everybody's today.
Yep.
And an Old Tom Gin, and I'm not sure what Old Tom, I guess, is that a style?
Style of gin, yeah, Old Tom. So, but that's their brand name. So that's Spirits of French Lick. It's a very light and easy drinking gin. It's a sippable one. I gave you a sample of it before.
I had liked it. It didn't have a lot of botanicals, but it had a lot of flavor and character. And for a gin, I was really impressed with it.
Yep. And then, of course, because Alan is this crazy distiller, the guy can distill anything. He's got aquavit.
Wow.
Who knows what aquavit is until I met Alan Bishop? I didn't even know I liked it until I met Alan. So now I'm a fan.
So. And what is that? It says the water of life. I have no idea what that means.
It's it literally means the water of life. So I have no idea what it is. To me, it tastes like a combination of gin and absinthe. So it's a little bit lighter of each. So if you kind of like it, but maybe you don't, it might be worth something trying because it has botanicals in it, but it's also got maybe a little bit hint of mint in there too, which you kind of get from botanicals, I guess.
Okay.
And then it's also got the taste like absinthe, like if the black licorice taste that you would say. So
gotcha.
That's what aquavit is. So yeah, it's a clear spirit. It's very interesting, very, very sippable, very drinkable. Been introducing some people to it today, and that's most liked it, but then you get some that absolutely don't like anything to do with that black licorice taste.
Right.
And those would be the folks that
so it's you're a love it or hate it kind of thing.
Yeah,
okay.
It kind of falls into that for sure.
So tell me how. So we're here at the Wine and Cheese Place in Clayton.
Yes.
On Forsyth. So are all 4 of their locations carrying this product?
Yes, so Wine and Cheese Place supports Spirits of French Lick, and they carry their products in their stores. So
awesome.
Now, I don't know if they've got the exact same setup in all stores, but I do know that they carry their products. So a great place to go and check it out if you want to get Spirits of French Lick. A lot of people, our listeners, especially we've got a big fan base in St. Louis. They hear Alan talking, and for a long time you couldn't get it. So Alan has been in the market now just over a month, something like that, 6 weeks maybe. So, but so it's kind of, the distribution is growing every day. They've got a team at Show Me Beverage that is out there selling this stuff for them. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll keep seeing it more and more. So
how take us through the process. How long did it take you to get? So a couple things have to happen. You have to have a good product first and foremost,
right?
And I think we've got that obviously with Spirits of French Lick. Second, you've got to have enough product to support a market, and third, you got to have a market that will support your product. So it's kind of the chicken and the egg. So tell us, how did you get this product into the state of Missouri, and specifically St. Louis? Because I've been a fan of Alan's stuff that I've had that you've brought over to Bourbon Club, and I've never been able to buy it. So it's kind of exciting to be able to buy it.
Yeah, I think, what I think happens, even for good products, especially for craft distilleries, I think it's a tough road for them because they're an unknown entity. The big bourbon companies, they're well known and people know them, but a craft, sometimes it can be, everybody's the same. And unfortunately, everyone is going to market themselves the same. They're going to talk about the quality and why their product's better than everyone else and all that. So it becomes a hard thing for distributors to disseminate what's better, what truly is, and how do you find, those to get relationships with. And then also the problem with the three-tiered system is those distributors, the big ones that are well known out there, if a craft distillery goes in there, they can easily get lost in a portfolio. So it's a situation where you got to find the right partner. So I think what Alan has been able to do is they partnered with a company here that's more of a mid-size that's looking to develop relationships. They both take a chance on each other.
Sure.
So they take a chance on, can a mid-size help me out? Or, vice versa, and they're thinking, an unknown entity, can we sell it? Can we bring it into the market? So, but, I think that it works out great in this example because Alan does have a great product. I know the Show Me Beverage, who is representing them, is doing a great job for them. So I think this is a good thing, and I think we'll see a lot of good things coming up for Spirits of French Lick.
Cool. So Alan decided, hey, I want to get in the St. Louis market. I know it's a good bourbon market. I know Steve lives in that market and has a great support system there. So how did he go about getting it into, say, Wine and Cheese Place and others that are
Yeah, so once it gets approved, there's a whole approval process to get into a state, all kinds of people, very slow. It's government, so, it's, as you can imagine, it's as tough as you would think with going through government stuff. Once you get that done, then it's a matter of getting it in the store. So you got to go and call on the store. So Alan came to the market and kind of blitzed the market and met with the buyers at the individual stores or the headquarters where you do it like that.
Okay.
And then you get approved, and then it's up to the distributor. Then they get it all actually placement on the shelves once you get approval to do so. So he's partnered to do that, and then of course when Alan comes in, he's only here for a day or two. You can't go to every store in the market. So behind him, the distributors go into all the rest of the stores as well. So it's just an ongoing process of trying to get it everywhere. So
how long has this been in the store now?
I want to say like 6 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, it was into last year, and as we record this, of course, we're into 2020 already. But yeah, he got it late last year. So,
okay.
Which is a weird time to go in because of course the stores are very busy, but they're also not willing to promote things, check new things, that do taste. They've got all the other things. That stuff's all set. That's their busiest time of the year. So.
Right.
So yeah. So what we're going to do next? We're going to take a quick break, Paul.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we're going to try one of these products, and we're going to bring a special guest on here too. We just had somebody show up here. A buddy of ours from our Bourbon Club is here, so we're going to get him. He's never been on a show before, so we're going to get him on a show.
Oh, we're
going to make him talk.
Yes.
I don't think he may be pushing. I don't think he wants to do this right now, but by the end of it, he's going to want his own show. He's going to ask, "What's the process, Steve, for me to get my own show?" I feel like I'm ready to take that next step, but we'll get to that after the break. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Matt Rainey, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily. One day when I grow up, I'm going to grow a big boy beard, just like Colonel Steve.
All right, everybody, welcome back. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm here at the Wine and Cheese Place in Clayton, Missouri. Got a couple buddies here with me now. So not only is Paul here, but Danny's here. Hey, Danny, how you doing, man?
How you doing, Steve?
Doing great, absolutely. Well, cheers, man. We got a little stuff from Alan Bishop here. Cheers to you, Paul.
Cheers to you,
All right, let's try this. Here we go. This is the weeder we're doing. Man, that is so good.
Very tasty.
Gosh, I could just stay back. I wonder if they'll let me stay back here the rest of the day. Just back here drinking, hanging out.
Why not?
Yeah. That's very cool. It is so good, isn't it? Very smooth. Everything about it just works. So Alan Bishop, hats off to that guy. He's doing great things, and this is awesome.
Yes, it's a very tasty product.
We want to lean down just a little bit, Danny. So there you go.
It's a very tasty product. So yes, I am a big fan of the weeder. So
I see you grabbed a bottle too. So
Yes.
you're gonna be leaving here with one of those.
Exactly.
Today. Yeah. It's kind of cool that they're here in St. Louis now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's really a neat thing to be able to buy it here. We talked about it for a long time, and you haven't been to the distillery yet. You're trying to beat McNew there. Like everyone, the race is on. Everyone wants to beat McNew in the spirits of French Lick. I get it.
We're going to her birthday party. She won't even show up to her own birthday party.
No. That's the thing. We've set it out there, and we figure she's not going to show up, but we don't care because we're drinking barrel strength bourbon. Yeah.
Well, hopefully I will beat her there.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So that's cool stuff. Now they're actually going to meet though. They'll finally get to meet in Florida. So Alan's coming to Florida. McNew's there. We got the big Key West trip. As we record this, we're going to be leaving for that soon. As you listen to this, it'll be after that. You'll be able to we'll know that we went there. We'll be sharing stories. So hopefully they don't get in a fight. I don't know how well they get along. So there might be a point of anger with.
There could be. They might not get along at all.
Yeah. So. Well, that's cool stuff. We've got a line here about 20 people deep that want to try this stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
That's
Foreign
awesome.
stuff.
I tell you what, Alan's got to be excited about that.
Yeah.
And that was one of my other questions. So, all right, now you've got the product in town for 6 weeks. It's on the shelf. People look at it and go, okay, that's kind of a cool-looking bottle. Who's Lee W. Sinclair? What's this weeder? But now you're actually out promoting the product and letting people taste it. Is that kind of the next step?
I think that's
in how you drive people to
because
find a brand?
It always comes down to that. What's the taste is going to rule everything, of course. So yeah, and there's so many choices out there. You can go at this store is a big store here. You go there. There's Danny just went to do a little shopping. He was gone. I don't know, half an hour. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to look at, right, Danny?
Yes, a lot of stuff to look at.
Yeah,
but. Again, I selected the weeder, and that is one of the ones I like. I mean, the Sinclair, I like that too. But
right, but you're a wheat guy anyway, so so that's going to be right in your wheelhouse. So I think and this stuff's only going to get better too. I mean, Alan, I believe, has plans to make it an older product and things like that. So we're going to get some more age on that, which would be cool.
So right now it's what, a 2-year product?
Yeah, about 2 years. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, for 2 years there's a lot going on in it. I love the mash bill he's developed. and I can't wait to see what another couple years does to it.
Yep.
It's the same kind of way with Neely Family Distillery. They're going down the right path. Peerless. I mean, these are guys that are doing the right things.
Whiskey's
on the front
different.
end.
We're a bunch of old guys here that are talking right now, and whiskey is just different than it used to be. In the old days, well, you couldn't have anything less than 4 years that was really even drinkable. There would be, no one's putting out a whiskey that's 14 months old, and if they did, that was undrinkable. But now, with the different grains and all the things that they're doing, you can make a pretty good whiskey that's younger. So it's cool to see what's happening.
Well, and not only the grains, and I think
it's
Alan
barrels,
gets,
a lot of stuff.
And the process, the sweet mash process, and doesn't
Yeast and
Alan get
fermented.
some of his grains and have some of his milling done from
Goldstone? Yeah, he does. So and that's a great company to partner with. Bob has been doing that kind of stuff forever, and he's got all these great contacts. He's like, if you want the hardiest rye in the world, he's got it, because he's been doing this for over 40 years, and he will get you some rye from this one spot in Canada. It's not like you go, okay, I'll get Canadian rye that's good. It's not all the good. There's this, he's got a honey hole for rye that he gets it from that he guarantee is better than any other rye that you'll ever have. And that's the kind of stuff you get with a partnership like that. That's why you want to partner with somebody like Bob.
Yeah, because I got a guy.
Yeah, I got a rye guy. I got a Canadian rye. I just got to come up with a reason why I need some Canadian rye, because I got a connection now.
Wow.
I got Bob.
We'll go to Nova Scotia. I don't know.
He won't tell me where it's at, so yeah. I'm going to order it, then I'm going to follow him. I'm going to track him. I'll slip one of those things in his bag, that allows you to track someone. Yeah, and I'll know where it's at.
Well, I saw on your thing this week, he was on a mule, so
we
might have to follow him. He goes deep into the crevices to find
I guess he was doing some hunting there or something. He hunts elk, and he's like, that's my passion. He sends me that picture. He's like, that's my passion. I'm like what? Riding donkeys? He's like, no, I was hunting. I hunt elk, so I'm a big game hunter. So
great.
That's cool stuff. So, all right. Well, we just wanted to check in real quick here from the Wine and Cheese Place and say hello. And we're going to be doing these events more and more. So please come out to one of those. When you see that being promoted, come by and say hi.
There you go.
All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Danny, are you on social media?
Yes, at Facebook.
Okay.
Just look up Danny Kinnaird. That's what I'm under.
Danny Kinnaird, he's out there.
Yeah. With a K or a C?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's in our Facebook group and stuff like that. So if you're in the club, Danny's in there. He's a frequent contributor. Or my St. Louis Bourbon Experience, my other club that I do. Paul's not on Facebook, but where can they find you at?
You can find me on Etsy.com/shop/ my big fat Greek candle, and look on the 1st and the 15th to your email, because we are a partner to the ABV Network with a 15% discount.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that's abvnetwork.com. You need to check that out. Everything that we do is out there. Blogs are out there, Bourbon Zeppelin, old shows, and so much more. abvnetwork.com. We always ask you to give us a 5-star review. It helps new people find the show. That's pretty important to us. And get involved on Patreon. So patreon.com/the ABV Network. You can become a sponsor of the show, and we certainly would appreciate that. Well, that wraps this one up here, and of course, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.